9 months. And speaking of food, remind me to eat elsewhere until Henry hires a new chef. Dinner was awful.
Everyone leave dining room before dessert. So I made you here. Yeah, you don't need that. Come on. I saw you morning since they sat on so
I need to go check on the bus.
In the meantime, I may just die of food poisoning.
Basil, watch where you're going! Mr. and Mrs. Fairfax, it's been such a hectic day. With the police and everything, I have not been able to check up on how you and Mrs. Fairfax were doing. In fact, with the investigation, I'd like to consider your stay on the house.
What a bargain.
Thanks for your kindness, Mr. Clifford. Launch here needs a bit of fresh air, so we're going to go out for an evening stroll. Come along, dear.
Ah, Mr. X, you're back. Where is it that you disappeared to? The police and that detective were looking all over for you.
I didn't want to get involved.
We're all involved. You were mighty suspicious when you left, right when it came your turn to be questioned.
All will be revealed in good time.
Mr. Clifford, sir, go and gather up your guests and your staff. I've solved the case.
Really? Where is your assistant, Miss Reed?
She and I had a little disagreement about who was guilty of the necklace theft, so she's quit. She's decided to open up her own detective agency. But without me, she'll never survive.
I see. In that case, I'll inform the guests and my staff. I don't suppose I'll have to ask those who are on the tour group, unless it's one of them that you've implicated in the theft.
Don't be ridiculous. What did you for? A fool? Ah, Mr. X. Where did you disappear this afternoon?
That's my business.
Well, I could make it mine. You do not show for routine questioning. Maybe my thief had an accomplice. Now that would be interesting. Very interesting. Gather around, everyone, and listen to Genius.
Yes!
The genius Philip Theodore Thornton as explains the mystery of the stolen necklace to you.
Thank you, good fellow. I knew you could do it.
Think nothing of it. It was easy. Just so you know, the police and I struck a deal this morning about who could solve the case first. And as you will all testify to them later, I was the first team to explain the solution to you. Therefore, I win the contest. I have brochures and posters advertising my agency in case any of you need my expertise and brilliance in the future. Because I am excellent at my job, and you should all know that. You should.
Thornton, just get on with it. We're all anxious to hear what you found.
All right, then. It was Basil.
Me?
Don't act so surprised, Basil. It's always the bellhop who does it. Was that the butler? Anyway, doesn't it seem suspicious to people that Basil is clearly a native from Timbuktu, and he bears a quintessentially British name?
But we only call him Basil because we can't pronounce his real name.
What is his real name?
I told you, can't pronounce it.
It doesn't matter. In any case, Basil is the mastermind behind the plot to sting Mrs. Fairfax's front desk. He was the only one in whom Mrs. Fairfax the whole time. There are 5 witnesses to this, Mr. and Mrs. Fairfax, as well as the 3 maids. Mrs. Fairfax drank the tea that Basil had laced with a sedative. Then, when she fell asleep, he crept up behind her and stole her necklace.
I knew it, sneaky little bellhop. Did you find my necklace, detective?
No, but I know we'll find it. Come along, Basil.
I don't know where we'd find it. I don't have. Well, I'm glad that's over.
Me too. Imagine the little bellhop boy being
I can't believe it. I lived with him for 3 years, and Basil would never do such a thing.
I agree with you, Miss White.
Thank you, Officer Black.
Basil isn't guilty. As usual, Thornton has the facts all messed up. It was a tough case to solve, but we finally cracked it.
We were able to narrow down our list of suspects once we searched the items. We realized while they had stolen just about everything in this hotel, they hadn't taken Mrs. Fairfax's necklace.
We retrieved our missing evidence and recommended that Albert and Ingrid get some therapy for their rather compulsive behavior.
Then we re-examined our testimonials for other reasons for stealing the necklace, such as financial need.
This motive pointed to Mr. Clifford because of his struggling hotel business, and Stanley Lawson for his debt problem. Finances might also have been a motive for any of the hotel staff who have been poorly paid for several years.
Then we also looked at other motives for stealing the necklace, such as jealousy and resentment. They also examined a coincidence that was just too hard to ignore.
The coincidence that Audrey Rochester and Edward Fairfax, formerly engaged, both from the United States, would wind up at a little remote hotel in the English countryside.
A piece of evidence, a lady's diamond engagement ring, led us to our conclusion.
Audrey Rochester, you are a thief.
What? You haven't proven anything.
Confess, Audrey. Haven't you carried a resentment toward Blanche ever since Edward broke off your engagement 10 years ago? Don't you feel that those diamonds, along with all Blanche's riches, should rightfully belong to you? Your bitterness grew over the years until you finally decided to exact your revenge upon the Fairfaxes.
We found your diamond engagement ring, the one you wear around your neck, behind the couch. You probably didn't realize it was gone until the next morning. By then, it was too late.
It was very careless of you to show off your ring to one of the maids.
Audrey, is this true? You still keep the engagement ring there